Safety meetings are a valuable tool to deliver or reinforce critical safety information, and it's important to select the right topics to maximize time and encourage employee engagement. I'm Peter Steinfeld, Senior Vice President of Safety Solutions at Alert Media. This video will cover what safety meetings are, 10 simple topic ideas that you can use to jumpstart your safety meetings, and tips for facilitating effective and engaging safety moments. If you find this video useful, I've also included a link to our free, downloadable safety calendar in the description. It's full of safety topic suggestions and ideas that will help you plan future safety meetings. Let's jump in. Safety meetings are also called safety talks, safety moments, safety briefings, or toolbox talks, depending on where you work. Essentially, they're short and digestible discussions that take place at the beginning of the workday or shift. What's really great about safety talks is that they're designed to focus on a single safety topic that addresses the work your employees will perform that day or week. However, they're not a replacement for long-term safety education or planning. Topics can cover routine safety practices, but they're also a great way to highlight timely hazards, such as how to work safely in inclement weather or with specific materials that will be part of that day's assignment. The quick format and structure of safety moments encourage employees to give their full attention and participation, and most importantly, retain the information. Here are some quick and easy topic suggestions to help you lead your next Toolbox talk or weekly safety meeting. Number 1. Slips, trips, and falls. Slips, trips, and falls may seem like an elementary topic that employees have heard about repeatedly, but according to the NSC, they account for more than 200,000 workplace injuries per year. So it's not a bad idea to give your workers a refresher on how to avoid them. I recommend reviewing the common hazards to watch for in your work environment, as well as the process for reporting incidents and mitigating risk. Pro tip: new shoes often cause slips, trips, and falls in the workplace. Be extra careful when wearing new shoes. Number 2. Extreme temperature safety. Did you know that the #1 weather-related cause of death in the United States isn't hurricanes, wildfires, or tornadoes? It's actually extreme heat, according to the National Weather Service. Educating your employees about the risks of heat exposure and exhaustion can help protect them and your business from liability. Focus on prevention, early warning signs, and how workers can keep themselves and each other safe in extreme heat conditions. And the same applies for extreme cold. Freezing temperatures can be deadly when preparedness falls short. Number 3. Office ergonomics. Some workers in office settings may assume that they don't face workplace hazards, but the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics states that ergonomic injuries make up 33% of all worker injuries and illnesses. Things like poor posture, incorrectly sized equipment, and similar ergonomic problems can lead to carpal tunnel syndrome, joint pain, and other medical issues. Remind your workers to properly adjust their chair settings, as well as mouse, keyboard, and monitor placements to avoid injury. The work should fit the worker, not the other way around. Pro tip: remember to include remote workers in these talks to help avoid injuries in their home offices, where people are more likely to work from substandard positions like a couch or kitchen table. Number 4. Emergency exits and procedures. According to recent research conducted by Alert Media, only 38% of employees in the US would know what to do in an emergency at work. That means nearly 2/3 of employees are unprepared for a critical event. A safety moment is a perfect opportunity to make sure your people are aware of emergency exits, evacuation routes, and shelter-in-place locations. It's also a great time to remind employees where evacuation routes are posted throughout the workplace, for a quick reference in case they forget. Number 5. Incident and near-miss reporting. There's a lot you can do to make workplace incidents and accidents less common, but it's impossible to eliminate them entirely. Consider a safety talk to review standards, rigorous accident reporting procedures, and after-action reports. These will help prevent those same accidents or near misses in the future. With as many as 69% of injuries and illnesses going unreported, according to the Committee of Education and Labor, now is the time to remind your employees what, when, and how to report them. Pro tip: Compare your number of incident and near-miss reports both before and after your safety talk to measure effectiveness. Number 6. First aid. You're probably thinking that first aid training is just too detailed and intensive for a 5 to 10 minute safety talk, and you're absolutely right. But those few minutes are enough to strengthen first aid skills among your employees. Consider reminding your people where all first aid equipment is located, the signs of a stroke or an allergic reaction, or even an overview of proper CPR compression or choking first aid. Research by the American Heart Association revealed that more than 65% of employees across industries say they would view their employers more positively if they offered first aid training. So why not supplement that training with the occasional safety briefing? Number 7. Safe lifting techniques. Medical research shows that standing for long periods of time can lead to back and leg injuries, especially when combined with bending over to lift objects. And we've all been there. We go to pick up something and underestimate its weight, then feel something pop in our lower backs. Safety talks can help employees avoid these types of injuries by teaching proper lifting techniques. Pro tip: hold the object as close to your body as possible, at belly button level, to avoid injury. Number 8. Cybersecurity awareness. Researchers estimate that cyber attacks happen every 39 seconds on average. Reviewing how to avoid phishing scams, social engineering, and unsafe attachments in a safety meeting could save your company from a costly and painful data breach or malware infection. Number 9. Workplace violence prevention. Workplace violence is one of the biggest safety concerns for American employees, second only to public health emergencies, according to the 2023 State of Employee Safety Report. Safety talks are a great time to quickly review your workplace violence response plan and crisis communication strategies. You can also explain your policies and procedures for reporting warning signs or concerning behaviors that could potentially lead to an act of workplace violence. Pro tip: don't limit workplace violence information to an active shooter scenario. Assault, bullying, and harassment are other common acts of workplace violence. Number 10. Mental health awareness. An American Psychological Association survey found that nearly 3 in 5 employees have experienced negative mental impacts from work-related stress. Show your employees that you care by addressing mental health awareness in a safety briefing. Mention the company resources available to them through employee assistance or similar programs. You can also direct them to outside resources, such as websites, articles, podcasts, or other media for further support. The topics you decide to incorporate into your safety talks are entirely up to you. But to achieve the greatest impact, choose topics inspired by your specific safety initiatives, work objectives, and workplace conditions. Now, let's talk about some ways to make your safety talks memorable and retainable. Did you know that most presentations lose their audience after 10 minutes? That's why less is more when it comes to safety moments. The most important things to remember are: keep them brief, 5 to 10 minutes tops. Make them interesting. They won't do much good if your employees fall asleep 2 minutes into it. Involve employees in the conversation. That way you're talking with them, not at them. Pro tip: visual aids, humor, analogies, and anecdotes are great ways to add excitement to your safety talks. When you make safety meetings a familiar fixture in the workplace, you ingrain the idea that employee safety is always your #1 priority. If you'd like more quick and easy safety talk ideas, download the free safety calendar linked in the video description. You can use this year-round resource to document preparedness goals and plan safety meetings for the remainder of the year. Before I wrap up, I'd like to invite you to participate in the discussion. Please let me know in the comments below if you found this video insightful, have questions about the content, or have an idea for a safety topic for a future video. Thanks for watching, and on behalf of all of us at Alert Media, stay safe out there.